talking and just like just being able to get to know you, it's amazing how you balance like the grind with like doing fun stuff. It's really easy for, and I mean, speaking from my own experience, I'm like, okay, let's just like grind, but then like the fun gets pushed in the corner of my calendar of
Mm-hmm.
like, and then it just doesn't really happen. How do you do both?
Um, Good question. Good question. So let's start first with the mental framework or like the guiding force, and then I could get into some more of the
Let's do
tactical
that.
things. So I being that like I've been trying to prepare to be a founder for a really long time. I have people that I look up to, and I don't think of like looking up to people in the sense that like, oh, I want to be just like you. I want to take your best qualities and wrap that into myself. I want to take his best qualities and wrap that into myself. I want to take her best qualities and wrap that into myself. So it's not like I look at an individual, but there's a founder that I really look up to. Sold multiple companies, is now on the board of a publicly traded company, and his biggest regret was just that he did not work out enough, and that like blew my mind. I'm like, this is a black man, successful. This man's name is Michael Siebel. He created a company back in the day called Justin TV slash Twitch, sold it, now sits on the board of Reddit. He said that one of his biggest regrets was not working out. And I'm like, as a black man who's made, I don't know how much ever money you've made, sold multiple companies, helped all of these founders get off their feet, get off their butts and also build something for themselves. Your biggest regret is that you didn't work out enough. And that stuck with me. I was just like, yo, I want to be like him, but better than him. So if that's the case, then I need to kind of think about life in this holistic way, not just grinding, not just work. And I think that like, granted, me and this man have not had many conversations. Like we've had 2 conversations so far. So it's not even like I'm very close with this person, but watching his videos and I'm like, your biggest regret is that you didn't work out enough. So if that's the case, you just told me the mistake that you made. Now I have an opportunity to not make that same mistake. You've accomplished every single thing you wanted in life, and the only thing that you missed was working out. Cool. So let me figure out how do I build that into practice. So that kind of forced me to reflect on like, yo, you have one life to live. And if that's the case, then think about this as a holistic journey. When our time comes, because all of our times will come, you want to be able to say like, I did this, I did that. Maybe I missed this, but I don't want to look at this list of all these things that I didn't even try. And a part of that is balancing both life and work. What's the fun in making these companies or doing all these things if you aren't able to go out and have a community around you that you can celebrate with? It takes the joy out of life, in my opinion. So in my opinion, you just have to sort of balance both, prioritize them equally, and make sure that there's a time and place for each of them. And go hard when you are focused on them. I'm focused on work. I'll grind my butt off from X time in the morning to X time at night. But when I'm out having fun with my friends, I'm not touching my phone. I don't care about any work emails. I don't care about anything else but enjoying that moment with those people that I'm surrounded with in that moment. So kind of just being intentional and focused on whatever you were supposed to be focused on in that moment. And because you sort of like spend time planning, it becomes a lot easier to say, cool, like I've done what I needed to do over here for the day. Now I can go and prioritize these things. I don't have to worry about anything else. And if I do have to worry about something else, it can wait till tomorrow. So I think I hope that all brings it into one answer. Have the inspiration and then the tactical sort of things, which is like being intentional, having a schedule, and focusing on what you need to focus on in that moment. But yeah.
I love